And finally we heard him say that we're sinking.
And it was dark and it was windy and wavy and there was wood flying everywhere and it was cold and it was not a pleasant place to be.
And during that walk, I find out that there was a car that had come into the water.
And going home, he was so busy looking at his brand new boat that he ran straight across ground.
And what you realized there was that if we hadn't found him, he would not have survived that night.
The feeling of completing a mission is one word: proud. I'd come together with one team, one mission to solve the problem. The connection to the sea is close to me. I've always been out sailing and motorboating, so that is my life. To be a new volunteer in the Sea Rescue Society, it's about to learn how all the equipment works and also the procedures, etc., and to be a part in the team. And that takes time, so that is really fun for me.
I have a big connection to the sea. I'm grown up at the western part of Gothenburg and I've been on boats my whole life. I started volunteering after I did an internship and then I got invited to try to do it for real as a volunteer, and I jumped on it and I found out it was really nice to do some good work there.
I've always been a practitioner of different water sports, windsurfing, wakeboarding and stuff like that. Quite a long time ago I got in contact with the Royal National Lifeguards in England, which led me to some point in life where I wanted to contribute to society, which made me involved in the Swedish Sea Rescue Society.
The reason I wanted to become a volunteer is because I have a deep belief that we as human beings, we need to take care of each other and we need to leave the world a better place than how we found it. And this is how I choose to do it.
To support and help people, that is the simple answer, I would say.
In 2022, we lost our son. One of the things that I did to kind of do something good out of that was that I started a fundraising on a small rescue runner, because he was also very deeply connected to sea, and somehow what me and my father and the family wanted is that his memory would live on and kind of do what he'd like to do, and that was to help people at sea. We actually managed to get all the money in 8 months, both with the help of people that we never knew. Also, many colleagues at Volvo Penta helped out, a lot of friends. So in 1 year after it happened, we named that rescue runner of my son, and it's now working up in the Fjällbacka station. In that process, I got the question also, hey, with your background, why don't you start to be a volunteer in the Sea Rescue Society? But the thing that changed my mind or made me decide to take that step was when I met a volunteer from the Sjöräddare station that told me that I have the same background as you have. I also lost my son. Do you know what I think that you should do? I think you should volunteer. Call the station manager at Sjöräddare and say that you want to go up there. So I did, and I've never changed that day. So now that's the way it is.
The mission I guess I'll never forget is the big wooden ship where it was transporting wood called Almirante Storni outside Gothenburg, and the fire started at a Saturday, and on Monday evening I went out to be the part of a safety crew. So we took turns for 4-hour shifts to be out there and helping with the fire extinguishing. It was just such a big operation. It was us, and then it was, I think it was 4 tugboats and 3 KBV boats. So it was sort of 10 ships around trying to extinguish this fire. And it was dark and it was windy and wavy and there was wood flying everywhere and it was cold, and the whole mission lasted for over a week, and that was exhausting. It was nasty.
There was this one mission when we had just finished up. We had tied up the boat and were going to have a small lunch after a few very hard-working hours. As soon as we left the boat, there was a small outboard boat coming and driving in large circles at full speed, screaming at us, "We're sinking, we're sinking." And so we had to man the boat, drive up alongside and convince this guy in panic to he needed to stop before we could start pumping out water from his boat. And I don't think anyone who was with us at that moment will forget it, because it was very intense and it was noticed in the crew as well.
The last time I was in the station of Sjöräddare, I will in the morning take a short walk, and during that walk I find out that there was a car that had come into the water. All resources from the sea rescue team come there, together with the helicopter, sea rescue team, Coast Guard, and everyone work as a team. The driver was not hurt, so that is the best ending of this mission.
Something that I will never forget is the first time the really unexpected happened, and that was during a New Year's Eve a couple of years ago, when we got a message with a picture of a position. And he said also that I'm out of gas. And this was a position more or less between Sweden and Denmark. It was that classical weather that you think of when you think about sea rescue. It was bad visibility. It was around 300 meters. It was foggy, very windy, about 3-meter waves. We saw him on the radar when we had about 300 meters left. It was a small boat, like 6 meters, and he was not dressed for that weather. It was more or less dressed for the spring. But we managed to save him, and what you realized there was that if we hadn't found him, he would not have survived that night. So that was the first time where I actually realized that we have been part of saving a life, which for me, that was the best feeling I've ever felt, really. It was a strong thing.
After a mission, I feel warm, that we helped someone.
You need to be able to trust the crew that you're going with. You need to trust that they will take care of you in tough situations, as well as they need to be able to trust that you will take care of them.
The crew means everything for me. We're like a family out there. We spend all the time together, and we eat breakfast, lunch and dinner together and train together. We do a lot together. So a lot of time spent with them, and that we have to be well connected and have fun together.
The team spirit that we have in the Sea Rescue Society that's one of the most important things when you are working. It's the very essence of teamwork, I would say. When you are doing something where it is about saving lives.
Working here in the Volvo Penta and the sea rescue team, it's also a teamwork. And if I take it from the sea rescue, it's the alarm or training. We are one body to solve the problem. The same goes in my professional as a data protection representative. So if we jump into an IT incident or data breach, it's also to work close to the team and solving the problem.
The similarities in values and cultures between the sea rescue and my work at Penta is, of course, the teamwork is just as important at my team at work as it is at the sea rescue.
I think I've learned a lot at the sea rescue that benefits in my everyday work. I try to stay calm a lot at the Sea Rescue, and I think that helps me here as well. I've also grown as a person a lot. That's the biggest contributor, I would say.
The strength within the Sea Rescue Society, where you really feel that, is the diversity, that we are people with different backgrounds, with different strengths.
The reward of being a volunteer sea rescuer comes from when you're helping someone from a really stressful situation to the point where they don't even know how to function sometimes, and bringing them safe to shore.
The feeling when you help someone and take them from sometimes the worst day in life at sea, and change that to something where they learn something, or where you really help them. That's the payment that you get, I would say. It's a special feeling, and I would say that's the thing that triggers all of us that are volunteers.